Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Yellow, Argolani!
Twist!
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Check 12.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What I do? Rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Yellow. 15. Let's go, Lou Lady.
Son, you gonna see.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Shoot.
2 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run the counter. Carson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a second and 13.
56, check 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
This is Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Attack!
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mahomes going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
We want it. Come to my work.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Right. Get it.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. Here we go, listen. Defense all day.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And he finds Penny. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Deuce. Watch the eye.
Watch left.
Check 4.
They run it with Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And he coughed it up. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Wilson on the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I'm coming
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Mahomes down to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. Carson, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert.
He's checking.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yellow. On the line. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right, where they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson is going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Third down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the slant. Hatch it. Hatch it.
They run for it with Carson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
380. Right there, 56. I got one.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 24. Rush in.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Come on now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 49, check 49, check 49.
On first down, Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Alert. Slam.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check nickel.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
36 power.
Right 56.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch this.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Hero 15.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So after the sack, a scenario we certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Dancing to his left. That one complete to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Here I come again.
And Robinson with a big catch. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's go, Lou, lady!
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete, almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, get into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Your trip is here, baby.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Carson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 49 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completed to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up first and 10 at the 16, escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Yellow, Arco Blue 80.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Hey, Sunday.
Check Mike 57. Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
That's it, baby.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win.